Hi guys, welcome back. I'll be doing a tag today. I'm going to be doing the 15 weird question tag, and I haven't looked at it. I've only looked at the first two questions, so I don't know what the hell it's going to be asking me. I'm going to just answer them as honest as I can, and we'll see how it goes. So this is the 15 weird tag. The questions. Number 1, what is your nickname and your family calls you? I have more than one, but for family, the most common one would be Frogmella. My mum likes to call me Froggy, or sometimes it's Juicy Lucy, yeah. But also I have my uncle Simon. He calls me Tinkerbell or Trouble. He's like, how are you, Trouble? I'm never in trouble though, so I don't know why he calls you that, but that's his nickname for me. But the most common one would be Frogmella or Froggy Princess. So yeah, my mum just calls you Frogmella because I am a frog, I guess. Number 2, what is the weirdest habit you have? Habit, I don't know. I don't know what's the weirdest habit I have. I do talk to myself quite a lot, even when I know people are home, but I know a lot of people do that. A lot of people in my family talk to themselves, and my mum comes in and she goes, who are you talking to? And I'm like, myself. And I hear myself say that and I sound crazy. Another habit I had, it's not a weird one, it's quite a common one. I used to bite my nails, which sounds like a horrible habit, but it's not a habit really, because I just do it because I can. I didn't do it because I had a habit of like bite my nails, because if you can see, I do actually have long nails. But the reason, this is a long story, I used to bite my nails when I was a kid, even though I had really long ones then, and I bit them all off, and then I grew them all out like a few years ago. Before these grew, I had them all small again, but I was in like year 10 to year 11, I started to bite my nails again, just because I wanted to have long nails, because my mum kept complaining like, you have ugly nails because they're so short. So I grew them all out, but I have eczema, if you guys can't tell. You probably can't, because my eczema is a lot better than what it used to be. Mine used to be really bad. And because I have eczema, where you need to itch yourself in your skin and you make it bleed, it's quite common actually. But I've only known one other person who has it, but no one's had it as bad as I can tell. But I've looked at videos and some people have it really bad. So I'm very lucky that my skin's got a lot better, but that's happened because I've changed my routine of how I look after my skin and what I eat and all that stuff. My routine is different, which I think helps my skin, which I did myself. But yeah, so I wanted to have long nails for my prom and all that, so I grew them all out, and I had them long when I started college. But because I have eczema, it even happened when I was at school, I itch in my sleep. And I started wearing gloves, but I'd tear them off in my sleep, and I would scratch myself and scratch my skin, and it wouldn't be terrible, but I would have like scratches and claw marks on my skin. And I had a friend come up to me and go, "You're right, is everything okay at home?" And she had been thinking I'd been getting abused at home, and I was like, no, it's because I have long nails. And it was still happening when I started college, so my mum said it's probably best that you get rid of your nails. So I bit them all off again, and I only started recently growing back out again because my skin was really bad, and my skin got a lot better this year, since last year, and my skin's a lot better now. You can hardly tell I have eczema, and I'm so proud of myself for that, because I've had it all my life and it's been terrible, because even my mum has it, so it's like heightened mine, and all my close friends and family have seen me struggle with it all my life. So when my skin got a lot better, I started thinking, now that my skin's a lot better, do you think I would be able to grow my nails out and not scratch my skin apart? So I started growing it back out in March this year, and that's how up to date how long they have got. I'm trying to face it to the camera, so they are, they're good now. This one actually broke. It's not, I woke up and it's been chipped. I don't know what happened to it, but I'm going to leave it to grow back. Yeah, so I haven't bit my nails since then. So it's not because I just bite my nails because it's a bad habit, it was just more because of my own safety. So I'd bite my nails off because I was hurting myself. It isn't worth having long nails if it's going to just destroy my own skin. But since like my skin's got better, I haven't scratched my skin, so it seems to be okay. So I'm going to leave my nails now. I like them being long. I'm annoyed that one chipped because it doesn't look right, because all the others are completely good length now. My mum is funny though, because she always kept saying when I used to bite my nails, she would say, "You've got disgusting nails." Now when I keep growing them back out, she goes, "You've got lovely nails, it's not fair," and then she like pretends to like try and rip them off. So I can never make her happy, because if I have long nails, she's jealous of mine. Or if I have short nails, she tells me how disgusting they are. So you can't make your mum happy. Next question, number 3. That was a lot of explaining, but I thought you guys should know the whole story. So it's not really a habit, but that's the only one I could think of as a habit. I don't know what else I would have as a habit. I'm sure if I asked my mum or someone, they would say, "Yeah, you've got a bad habit of doing this." I do talk a lot. That's probably a bad habit. As you guys can probably all figure that out. You've probably been looking at me and saying, "You talk too much, say that one." There you go. Number 3, do you have any weird phoboses? I don't know what that is. Oh, that's like to do if you're scared of, like fears, I guess, isn't it? Like if you're scared of spiders or clowns, or if you don't like being in small places. I forgot what they call that, so I forgot the name. There's one if you're scared in big places. I don't know if I actually have a fear. I guess I do, but I don't really know if it counts. I'm not scared of spiders. I used to be scared of clowns, because I always hated the McDonald's clown. But I'm always a person that kind of thinks you have to face your fears head on, and it helps you become a stronger, independent person. So I was scared of clowns for a long time, and I was probably about like 8, and I went to a party with my sister and my nan, and they had a clown there because it was like a children's party, and I was scared of clowns. But I was like, you know what, I'm sick of being scared of clowns. It's just a person, but it's also probably because I was like probably 7 or 6 at the time, and my mum, I already told my mum this, but when my mum's ex-husband, he had the movie It, if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's a horror movie about a clown that gets children and like does stuff to them. And I wasn't allowed to watch it, so I got sent to my bedroom, but I crept out of my bedroom and watched it from the staircase. And that probably didn't help, because I was already scared of clowns from a younger age than that, and that probably made me scared of them even more. But then I was at the party where I saw a clown, and I was like, I'm going to just go and talk to him. And then I was with him for like a minute, and I was like, it's just the guy wearing the wig and makeup. It's not scary. And that It movie's just a movie. You know, there's copycats out there, but I'm not scared of clowns anymore. Done. I faced my fear. I'm not scared of spiders. I don't know if I ever I don't think I have a fear. I think I need like one of those TV or movie moments where something like a magic creature comes and it basically frightens you for almost scary fear. So I don't know if I have one. I don't really have a fear, really. I'm not even scared of death. I honestly don't care if I die tomorrow, because I think you should be grateful for every moment you get to live. I'm grateful for every moment of my life, even when I'm being lazy and doing nothing. I'm grateful for every piece of breath I have, because I almost died when I was born, so I got low oxygen to the brain. So I like to, you know, I may not always live life like tomorrow is my last day, which I would like to do more when I get some money and I become an adult. I would like to live a bit more like that, but now at the moment I can't. But I honestly wouldn't care if I got run over by a bus tomorrow or murdered. That sounds like a horrible thing to say, but I don't expect to live forever. I mean, I would like to have more years. There's still things I want to do. I'd like to fall in love and get married and have babies and have a dream job and do YouTube for longer and go to New York and, you know, Hawaii and do this and do that and learn how to drive a car and all these amazing things I haven't done yet in my life. But to be honest, I don't think you should expect to live forever. If I get told I have cancer tomorrow, sure, I'm going to be upset and cry about it and feel sorry about people who love me, but I don't like to be so consumed by life. I think you should just be happy in the moment of your life. Because I just don't know how to explain it to you guys. I honestly just don't care if I die tomorrow or next week. I would like to live longer, but I think that I should be grateful for every moment that we live, especially when there's people around the world that don't even get to live that long. They get to live a day or a few minutes. I think that's a good way of looking at it. I feel better knowing that I'm not afraid of death. I don't care how I die. I would like to die as an old woman, but I'm not going to be mad at the world if I die tomorrow. I'd be grateful for every moment of my life I've had. If I die tomorrow, I've had more than 18 years of a life. I've had amazing people in my life, and I've got to do amazing things. Maybe not everything I've wanted to do, and I've felt a lot of pain in my life, but I'm grateful for all of that. I don't think it's about how long you get. I think it's just about whatever you get to do in your life, however long it is. So, but personally I would like to have longer. So, but I don't know how to answer that, a fear. I guess if I had to choose one, I don't know if this counts, but I'm going to say this. I guess my fear would have to be, if it counts, I don't know how to explain it, not finding true love, really. You know, like a lot of people can fall in love with someone and you might end up having a baby or married, but you know, that guy might end up cheating on you. Because I think in my personal life, I don't have a lot of men, not me personally of course, but a lot of men in my life just seem to be cheaters and liars. I would like to meet a guy who could be honest and I could trust him. And I know that there are some guys out there, but obviously I'm in the wrong area because all guys seem to just lie and cheat. But I would like to finally meet one of those guys that feels the same way I do, that you don't believe in getting cheated on. It's not an accident, it's a choice. I would like to be able to come over and have a fear, to lose my fear of knowing that I can completely love someone and spend the rest of my life with someone that I can love and trust, and that we want similar things, and then we will support each other, fight for a marriage and kids, something like that. That's what I would like. I would like to not be scared to love someone, because I want that. That's the things I want, but I think that will be I am kind of stopping myself from ever having that. I haven't found someone like that I want to be with, but I think I need to meet the right person to make me want to trust and take that leap of faith, because I guess that's my fear, because I'm always scared I can't let myself close enough to this guy even though I really like him, because what if he leaves me? What if he cheats? What about if he lies, or something like this happens, or he dies? You know, you always take a risk when you put yourself out there with someone if you love them, or as a friend, and give someone a secret. So that's probably what my fear would be. Fear of not being able to completely trust someone and be with someone that way. That's my fear, I guess. What's a song you secretly love but blast and belt out when you're alone? Oh, so this is like I forgot what they call this, like a shame song that you love. This is another hard one, because I don't believe, I know a lot of people do this, but I don't believe in hiding. I'm a really open person, so I have the attitude that I don't have a secret song, because I'm the type of person that's like, to be honest, I do listen to Miley Cyrus, I do like High School Musical, I do like One Direction, I do listen to Justin Bieber. I don't like his voice, but I like the songs and the lyrics. So even though personally, I don't like Justin Bieber personally, but I like the lyrics. So there is a lot of songs that I guess a lot of people wouldn't admit and say, yeah, I like to look tough, like I like listening to Eminem and blah blah blah, but secretly he might like to listen to Barbie Girl. And a lot of people don't like to show that because it embarrasses them. But me, I don't believe in that. I like to be very honest with everyone, and I don't believe in keeping secrets like that. I think that I'll be honest with you and tell you that I like Justin Bieber's songs, and I like Miley Cyrus and High School Musical, all those cheesy, secret-y songs, or Michael Jackson. I'm not ashamed of any of them. So I like to have the belief that if people are going to make fun of you, I make fun of myself, so I don't care. But if people are truly making fun of you in a mean way, then it's their loss, because, you know, they don't get to know what type of person I am. I'm not saying I'm special or anything, but I think you shouldn't have any shameful songs. You know, I can't explain that, right? It's just, I don't believe in having shameful TV shows and movies that you secretly love, because I just believe that everyone should be open. I don't know how to explain that, I really don't. I'm just trying to think of how to explain that to you, how I feel about it, but there isn't any way I can put it into words, really. I just don't believe. I think basically that even if it is a song like High School Musical and people laugh at me about it, I'm like, well, you're gonna love me because I'm confident and I'm not ashamed of admitting that I love those songs. So I don't really have one. But I've told you ones that I listen to that I'm not ashamed of listening to. I even listen to like All By Myself, Ceylon. I like all type of music. So I'm not ashamed of music, because music and movies and TV shows and books is a big part of my life. And I wouldn't be where I am. I probably would have killed myself by now if I hadn't had all those movies and TV shows and music to get me through. When you listen to lyrics and it feels like they're basically coming out of your heart, what you feel inside. And you can cry about it, whatever, or sing or dance around the room. Even ask my mum, she catches me a lot. Even today, she'll come in my room and I'll be dancing with my headphones on, listening to some song, like Adele or something. That happened recently. I'm not ashamed about dancing to any song. Me and my mum even danced to Barbie Girl, or the Ghostbusters song, whatever. CSI, theme songs, the Friends theme song, Sex and the City, whatever. I love all music. Classical, pop, R&B, Eminem, Rihanna, blah blah blah, all of it. There you go. I'm not ashamed of music, because I don't have one. So that's my answer, because I'm talking for too long. What's one of your biggest pet peeves? I don't know what that is. I don't know what they're asking me there. I have a pet rabbit. Let's leave it with that answer, because I don't know what they mean. What's one of your nervous habits? When I'm nervous. I will say to everyone I don't get nervous. But I do. It's not a lie. It's more of a protective thing. I don't like to show people that I get nervous, but I do. In a weird way. I don't know how to explain it. Like I have exams. I never show it, but I never get nervous, but I think I do somehow. It's just I don't really notice it at all. I just don't seem to have any emotion for it. Where I get nervous though, the only kind of nervous habit I have, because I don't get nervous, honestly. The only thing I notice when I get nervous is like when I have to do a speech in front of people. I get like this real like nervous like twisty feeling in your stomach, like not when you're gonna have butterflies basically, and you feel hot and like goosebumpy after, and you're like, phew, I'm so glad it's over, but I'm so proud of myself when I've finished and done it. So that's what I feel when I get nervous, I guess, when you sort of like when people sometimes get their body goes stiff, that sort of thing, like that. And then when it's over, you just feel like, oh, you feel so good. So that'll be my nervous habit. I don't really do anything when I get nervous. I don't. No, not really. What side of the bed do you sleep on? The middle. I have a double bed. I don't really have a side. I honestly don't have a side. Sometimes I do pick a side, but it switches. Sometimes I like to sleep on that side, on the right, or on the left. It just depends. I think most often, I don't know, I would say I sleep there a lot. When it comes to sleepovers though, when I have like a friend's sleepover, I normally do pick this side. That's only because I have the bedside table then. But I have sometimes slept on that side. I don't have a side. I don't. That's something I'll have to discuss. At least then I know that when I have like a boyfriend, and if he does have a side, I'll be like, you can have your side, because I don't have a side, so I'll just take the other side. But I always keep joking that, I do joke that when I get married though, we'll have to have sleep in separate beds, because I love sleeping on my own. That's another thing I love about being single. I just love sleeping right in the middle of the bed, and not having to have like just one section of the bed, just having the whole bed to myself. So I think that if I do get married and we have to sleep in the same bed, which, you know, would make sense, we'll have to get one of those like hotel massive king bedside beds like rich people, famous people have. I'll just save up for it. And like, we're not getting married unless we can afford one of those beds. So it'll just be like massive. So it's like you have a double bed for each person. So I'll have a bed like this, just my size, and the bed will be double this size so he can have his side. And then when we want to cuddle, we've got plenty of space as well. And then when the kids want to jump in and sleep with the parents, I like when that happens, like when it's Christmas Day and they all come and jump and talk to you on the bed. We have enough room for our big family. So that's my problem solved. What was your first stuffed animal and its name? Or like as a child. I don't know what my first stuffed animal was. Like when I was born, I had people send stuff to me. I got a little giraffe. It's a stuffed animal. I have a little bear. I got a big bear, a big one. I've got two actually. I got one for my boyfriend when I was a young kid. That doesn't count though as like a first animal. I never really had. I know a lot of kids have like that one teddy bear or teddy stuffed animal that they keep with them that they're obsessed with, or like a blankie. I was never attached to animals. I think I seem to grow out them quite quick. I just never got attached to one certain one. I got attached to technology stuff. I'd carry this around with me everywhere. And like if I was in hospital, this would be my lungs, so I'd never leave it. So this is my first stuffed animal. No, I didn't. I had a bunch of them that I got given when I was born, and they sent them to the hospital or when I was a young kid. But I never really, like, you know, like some kids, they cry if they don't have their special stuffed animal. I never got like emotionally attached to one. And it's years ago now. I must have been like some people who, even now, teenagers like to keep their teddies. And even grandmas, like old people, keep their teddies. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just not one of those people. I remember years ago, I can't remember how old I was. I must have been like 7, maybe a bit younger. I asked Mum to get rid of all my teddies. Not like burn them, but you know, take them out of my room. So I don't use them. It's all, they're all, Mum used to make my bed when I was a young kid and just put the teddies on there. And I used to look, they just annoy me. So I never, you know, some of them have meaning to me, but I didn't, you know, I wouldn't get rid of them. All of my teddies I had from a young kid are in the attic and they're safe in the box. I'm going to keep them for my kids. So I can be like, this is what your mummy had when she was a little kid. So, you know, I might even give one to when I become a godmother or something, to like a best friend, or when I become an auntie. I might give one to one of my nieces or nephews, but I would like to keep most of them for when I have kids. I still got some of my baby clothes. My mum's kept it. And I've got a photo book that my grandma gave me for my birthday this year, which I really love. I had no clue she was doing it. Lovely with me all these years as the baby to now. And I'm going to continue it for her. So I'll probably have another one by then, being able to put like, your kids in it and your wedding day and all that sort of stuff. I have a wedding album separate, but yeah, I don't really have one I was connected, a special one I really wanted. But there was once, this doesn't count though really, I went to London and it was in that like Royal Family shop thing where they have all those teddies, and I got one of those little stuffed dog. And I treated it like it was a real one, because I'm actually allergic to animals like the hair of like horses, dogs, cats. They make me really itchy with my eczema and sneezy because of my asthma, and they close up my throat, like my windpipe, so I get really wheezy and I can't breathe, and my stomach starts to really hurt because I can't get the oxygen I need out of me basically, so I can't breathe properly, so I can't have pet animals. I've got a rabbit, but I don't really look after him a lot. I can't, you know, I've done it before, but I can't literally do it properly, so. But it's more my mum's rabbit. I didn't want it, I didn't ask for one. But yeah, so I did have a pet rabbit, one of those stuffed dogs, and I even gave it a bath with real soap because I thought that he needed a bath, and it made all his fake fur go all funny, and we binned it. Yeah, it went a bit crazy. So yeah, I didn't, but I have kept them. So I guess you could say I am emotionally connected to them, but I don't know the first one I ever got. Because I know I was a young baby, I don't even remember. I know Mum, I got more than one when I was first born, and I still remember who got me what one. But I didn't know what my first one was. I would say I was more emotionally attached to a toy. I was obsessed with the Toy Story. So I guess you could say like it was like Buzz Lightning and Jessie and what's the main one with the hat? I can't remember his name. Is it Jessie? I think that's Jessie. Who was the girlfriend's name then? I can't remember. You know, the other girl, the cowboy girl with the song She'll Be Loved. But yeah, I was obsessed with Toy Story, so that would be my stuffed animal version, because I was obsessed with them. I used to take my little Jessie doll with me everywhere and keep it in the car, so I actually hoped that when I left the room they actually came to life and talked to each other. I had the pyjamas, the pictures on my bedroom wall, the posters, I had all the movies. I was obsessed with Barbie as well when I was a young kid, and then it became Polly Pocket and it became Bratz. But I always loved Toy Story. And I had the little hat, the cowboy hat, and the CDs. Yeah, I was obsessed with it. My mum used to laugh at me because we were having Sunday roast when I was a young kid, and I'd be looking at the telly just going, a bit sad, but I'm not ashamed of it. I was a young kid. I'm sure I'm going to make my family laugh in the future about that. So, I'm not ashamed of that. So, I've just lost my place. I've lost the tag. There it is.